Hello, Mitch Miller here. It is Thursday, March 31st, 6:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2022. Welcome to my little video journal, my experimentation on this computer. And today's segment is for the Hollywood community. So, I want to start by talking about satellites. Satellites that could drive a person to the brink of insanity. I mean, space is pretty much unregulated. We have no idea what's up there. We assume the FCC inspects satellites. We assume NASA inspects satellites to make sure there's not things on there that could potentially harm people, but who knows? I mean, we can concentrate light into a solid beam, a concentrated beam like a laser, and project that for miles, tens of miles, probably onto the planet Earth. So who's to say we can't concentrate a beam of wireless waves? Radio waves, any kind of wireless waves, a concentrated beam that could be concentrated on someone's house, go right through the roof, all the way down to the basement. And let's think about the possible uses of this type of a satellite. The most practical, and the reason maybe a CIA or intelligence agency or the military would develop it, is that they could project this beam of wireless waves onto a property, maybe a large mansion out in the country, at a dinner party, and spy on everybody's devices at that dinner party. They could intercept, they could make it look like those people are on a wireless network, a ground-based wireless network, but they could actually be intercepting all of the communications via a satellite with a concentrated beam on that property. So that's why I think that could have been developed. I think I was a victim of this concentrated beam. What else could it be used for? Well, it could be beamed on someone's house that you don't like, that maybe stands up to authority, in an effort to inundate their brain with wireless waves and cause them to go somewhat insane, need a medication adjustment. Could target politicians that you don't agree with. There's probably more Republicans with stock ownership in satellite systems than there are Democrats. So you could target Democratic congresspeople and target their homes and inundate them with waves. Who knows what the side effects of that are? I know, because it happened to me. The other thing you could do is target the celebrity community, right? Say a billionaire wants to date a hot female celebrity. Well, they could project their images of themselves, the billionaire, the male billionaire, because let's face it, males control most of the technology on and off this planet. They could project their image at night, beam it down into a Hollywood starlet's bedroom or house, and infiltrate their dreams, so that they quite literally date the man of their dreams. They start to like the likeness of that person's face because they're seeing it in their dreams, and then they desire them and want to date them. Could be why two of my favorite female celebrities dated or are dating billionaires, because they had shares in a satellite system in this technology. Those are just some of the uses. Now, in 2014 or 2015, it might have been 2015, I put out a series of videos, most of which were interviews that I had written, both the questioner and myself's lines. And in some of these interviews, I called out the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA. I believe in 2015, late 2015, the CIA used their top secret satellite to beam a signal a concentrated wireless signal into my house from space. Caused me to have Havana syndrome-like symptoms, and this could be the reason why Havana syndrome exists, is because these satellites exist, other countries own them, and are able to use them from space. I had convulsive tremors after hard physical exertion or orgasm. When I hyperventilated, a convulsive tremor would overcome my body. I also noticed muscle twitching. Different muscle groups would twitch. I kept a journal of this with the time and the twitch and the muscle. I had random muscle twitching and convulsive tremors. I kept notes of that. I also got on a mini DV tape shots of me hyperventilating myself and being overcome by these tremors. So I have the proof. I fled the country hoping that if I entered other airspace, that country would protect me from this type of satellite system. I also talked to the FBI. I wanted to lead an investigation by the FBI into the Johnson & Johnson Corporation. Specifically, my father-in-law, who was in charge of a lot of contracts, if he slipped contracts in for executives to have special communication technology in preferred stock, things like that, to have ownership of a satellite system, and whether Johnson & Johnson owns any satellites or shares of a satellite or timeshares of satellite systems. So I questioned my father-in-law, and that may shed light on my interview with a pharmaceutical executive. I said that that I'm experiencing your inheritance every day. My theory was that because my wife is going to inherit his millions from Johnson & Johnson, she'll also inherit his stocks, which have shares in these satellite systems, and because I would inherit through association some of those shares, they were able to experiment using a satellite on me. So that's what I meant in that interview. It's available on stage 32 on my profile in MP3 format. I don't want your inheritance, but I'm dealing with it every day. Back to Hollywood. So yeah, you would be natural targets. Hollywood celebrities, people want to have them, be with them, they adore them, so they would be natural targets to manipulate using these satellite systems. Now, as chairman of the FCC, I'll inspect all satellites that go up, but who knows what's up there already. And that's what I'm saying. I have ideas for mayor's offices if I was in an administration of a mayor's office. Now, I'm willing to move to LA and try to Hello? Hello?
Hello, this is James with the Home Security Company. How are you doing today?
Call on a mysterious phone. Anyway, it was a telemarketer. My point is that, where was I? I'm willing to move to LA. I'll adopt some of my programs if I work for the mayor's office, and make in the proposals in my book, Fem Party, Women Vote First, let's prove that LA is progressive enough to function under direct democracy with females voting first before they allow males to vote. We could do a lot of good. We could enact a lot of things, or females could. So I'll move to LA if the mayor's office offers me a job. But here's the thing, it's the communication capital of the world, basically. Are they going to give up their satellites? Are they going to give up their wireless communication? That's why I'm suggesting that Hollywood celebrities buy a second home in Pittsburgh. Nobody cares about Pittsburgh. We can say we're against wireless. We can phase out all the wireless in Pittsburgh. All the wireless waves, and that means we can point telescopes up at space and ensure that no satellites are flying anywhere near our airspace, that there are none above us. That is what I am saying. So, like I said, I'll move to LA and do a lot of good things for the mayor's department there and keep pushing my Periscope platform, my platforms, start a technology startup. But at the end of the day, all those executives of those studios and things of that nature aren't going to give up their satellites. They're not going to give up their technology. So have a backup plan. I proposed the backup plan is Pittsburgh. So that being said, where do we go from here? Well, I have an idea. It's a hybrid between my clothing line that I'm trying to launch to help subsidize clothing for disabled people called Utica Bee, and I have the disability TV streaming platform. The streaming platform that says, hey, just fill out a grocery list and we'll provide ads that don't use psychology or anything crazy to inform you of the products that we sell or that the companies sell. It stands in opposition to media companies spying on you 24/7 to find out what you need, what you want, what you have, what you don't have. Spying. Everybody wants to spy. I don't. I don't think we should spy. Do not covet thy neighbor. It's in the Bible. I think we use diplomacy. I think we reach out. And I don't know. Some of it might be okay considering Ukraine and Russia and things. But private sector spying, we don't need it. It's just for greed, corporate greed. So my hybrid for the Utica Bee clothing line and the disability TV streaming service. You, the celebrity, negotiate with your agent and your companies that you're under contract with to allow you to have one image that isn't owned by the companies you work for. I take that image. I'm going to buy a camera in the next upcoming months, a decent still photography digital camera. I come meet with you. Maybe you're on tour. Maybe you're a musician. Maybe I come to LA, meet with you. New York City. I meet with you. We brainstorm a picture that will be featured on a t-shirt. So this one image, you're allowed to make t-shirts of it. So we brainstorm a photo session. One image we'll use for a t-shirt produced by Utica Bee. I also interview you and write an article in the schizo journalism style, the style I created with my book M, the novel I wrote. the schizo-journalist style, which my new novel is going to be in as well, titled The Consultant, if I ever get to write it. Not the one I'm writing on this computer, which is Institute and Clinic, which is just notes, basically. But, schizojournalism, I write a short 1-2 page article. We'll have a question answer. I write an article, your picture's on it. We print these articles out with your picture, with the photo we're going to use on the t-shirts. We sell the t-shirts of your one image, produced by Utica B. All proceeds from these t-shirt sales will go towards delivering a care package to people with disabilities. Deaf, blind, physically disabled. So for the deaf people, they'll get a printout of the article with the picture, and they'll be able to read that and have a keepsake. They'll also, and it's kind of like the starting of a journalistic endeavor. It's the Disability TV little articles. They'll also get a t-shirt with the picture. For blind people, the celebrity themselves will read the journal, the schizojournalism article, onto a little disc. We'll send that along with the care package. They'll still get the printout, the picture, and a t-shirt. So those will be provided free using the sales of your image on a t-shirt. So that's my hybrid kind of idea. I won't cross my fingers. I'll keep pushing and pushing bigger and better ideas. But if you'd like to meet the most underground artists in the world, I'll come take your picture. I might take some pictures of whatever city we're in for my personal art. And yeah, it's better than working in the embroidery shop. But I got big ideas for the embroidery shop too. Any company that I became part of, I would come up with interesting and innovative ideas for it. I'm surprised I haven't been hired yet. Hey LA Mayor, I haven't looked up who you are. I think it might be a female. I'm waiting. I'll move to LA. I'll drive my little black car mayor mobile out to LA and work in the mayor's office. I got some friends out there. So I should be able to squat at a couple places until I find an apartment. So this was for the Hollywood community. This is why I sought asylum abroad. CIA satellites, Johnson & Johnson satellites, satellites with technology that shouldn't be there, that can concentrate a beam of wireless waves onto a house. So you probably don't want to come to my house, but I think it's gone away. I don't feel the pain in my spinal cord like I did while I was painting my 50 Guy Fawkes, Mitch Miller paintings on Mitch Miller albums in this room. I stood right behind here, painted those paintings. I felt a discomfort in my spinal column. I can only assume it was from that high field of wireless waves. I did some research, just in case, Havana syndrome, into the house across the street from me. That was purchased right before this happened by a former DA, but they probably did not put that kind of equipment in the house across the street from me. I think it came from a satellite. I think the technology exists. It's up there, and we should have never let it get up there. It should have actually been the CIA's job to know exactly what technology is on every single satellite in orbit. But who knows what's up there? Make me head of NASA, chairman of the FCC, and we'll figure it out. We'll also sign peace treaties with other countries and say, do not put this technology on your things. Please let us inspect your units. And that's the thing about this type of technology. it could look like a concentrated beam of wireless waves to contact satellite. Sorry, my screen went blank. To contact satellite dishes, and it would pass a simple inspection unless we have experts that know exactly what we're looking for. Something that could really be pointed at somebody's house. So I put my peace sign up on my roof and my address. Hopefully someone's protecting me. Maybe Elon Musk will ram one of his little satellites into a satellite that is capable of that type of technology, just to knock it out of the space. I doubt it. I hope he's not putting that kind of technology out there, but who knows. So I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. Look into the preferred stock, fine print. It's all based off of stock ownership. That's why I don't own any stock in the stock market, because then you have ownership over satellite systems that can do this type of thing. Thanks for watching. I'll be waiting for my call from the mayor of LA. I doubt that's happening. But let's have direct democracy in Pittsburgh or LA or wherever. Thanks for watching.